Dude, what you just said about the truth speaking for itself, it's already happening. I genuinely believe I was not supposed to find Caspa. I've never really dabbled in shit coins. I don't care. I'm literally just a Bitcoiner, and my gut was just I have all my money in Bitcoin. I need to spend it. It was taking too long. It was getting expensive to use. My behavior was being changed because of the fees. It was slow. I had afternoons ruined because I'd be studying for a test and I need to do something with my Bitcoin wallet, and it would literally take an afternoon and the sun would be set and I'd have to like cram my academic schoolwork combined with trying to do Bitcoin wallet management. Like that's just insane. I'd have to plan an afternoon. And then basically what I'm trying to articulate here is that um Caspa's truth like spoke for itself. I like the same way Bitcoin's truth spoke for itself. There's so many lies saying Bitcoin's perfect, but the truth came out. It's not perfect. It's fucking with my schedule. It's fucking with my time. It's fucking with my peace. And as anyway, finding Caspa, like fortunately, it just reveals so much more that's wrong with Bitcoin. I literally feel like I dodged a bullet. I literally dodged a fucking bullet. I don't even think I'm supposed to have found Caspa, but like that's an example of truth. I was just seeking truth, and because I value sovereignty, I could have what I could have done is I could have ignored the truth. I could have gone against my entire gut, and I actually could have just downloaded Lightning Wallet of Satoshi because I'm a hardcore Bitcoiner and I've seen, oh, just pay in Lightning. But I just, part of me, it just didn't sit right. Let me portion X percentage of my Bitcoin to where it's spendable. I'm like, what? It just didn't sit right with me, and I found that I've spent so much time learning about Bitcoin, and I found that I knew nothing about Lightning. That was odd to me. Why is it that I've spent at the time, I guess 7 years, 6 years learning about Bitcoin? Why is it that I've understand Bitcoin, but I can't explain Lightning? It's because it's not Bitcoin. It's a completely separate network. You have to spend so much more time learning about Lightning because it's not Bitcoin, right? And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that I didn't know how to describe it at the time, but all it really was just simply my gut was just I only like Bitcoin and I only want Bitcoin, and for some reason Bitcoin's frustrating me, and the solution that the people that I follow are pushing on me, Lightning, I don't like that. And that was truth. I chose to stick with truth. And eventually I guess I found Caspa, but there's a lot of Bitcoiners right now that are lying to themselves. They're lying. They're telling themselves that um they're ignoring they either don't have values that they understand, or they're lying about their values. They lie and say that Lightning is Bitcoin. They lie and they don't see it as fracturing um your energy. They don't see it as another network with no hash rate. They're lying to themselves. And so anyway, I just wanted to touch on what you said about truth. That it will find its way to the surface. And the reason I'm sharing all this is because I think you said one day it will happen. And I guess what I'm trying to articulate is it's already happening. The fact that Caspa Silver exists, it's happening. The fact that I exist, it's happening. The fact that you exist, that we all here, it's happening. This is it. It's happening. Um, so that's all. It's already happening. It's already the momentum is only growing as, and what's great, what's really great is I'm just going on a rant right now, but um every day that Caspa exists is another day that something can break on Bitcoin. Um and every day that Bitcoin exists, it's just the risk gets larger. There's going to be 201 million cold wallets. There's going to be 202 million. Every the my bank run risk analysis was not something I did 6 years ago. One, probably because the wallets, well, I couldn't think that big, but the amount of wallets wasn't even there. Now there's so many wallets, um, and Bitcoin gets that much closer to having existed without a fee market. The older it gets, it's gonna have less. income from the halvings. It's going to only have more users that increases the risk of wanting to use the base layer and potential bank run. It might not ever happen, but there's also only going to be more and more corporations. Basically, what I'm trying to say is everything on Bitcoin breaks when there's more people trying to use it, and we see it through every feature it has. The more people that use Bitcoin, self-custody gets morphed. The more people that use Bitcoin, the access to the network gets morphed. The more people that use Bitcoin, it breaks here, it breaks here, it breaks here, it breaks here. And every day that Bitcoin ages, I just think it's the thesis for Caspa only gets stronger, and people seeking truth will feel it. I felt it. I had to leave Bitcoin because I'd be lying to myself if I told myself this is a thriving network. Um, there was a point in time, and then I'll be done speaking real quick. There was a point in time where I was 30% Caspa and 70% Bitcoin because I was still clinging on to maybe Bitcoin's still it. Maybe Bitcoin has something left. Maybe there's 7 more years where I can grab onto this liquidity cycle and maybe Bitcoin succeeds. But as I seek truth, I realize this is not, there's nothing left in this protocol. Um, it's a zombie that's temporarily going up in market cap, and I want nothing to do with it. And that's just my truth, I guess. That's just the numbers I've run. That's my own conclusion. And we all have different reasons for it. But that's just, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. Anyway, Caspa Omega, feel free to share. I see you got your hand up.